We are back. Hello, thanks for returning. Gonna be going through a couple sketchbooks. Thought I might try to switch it up for you guys. Just keep forgetting to video me actually doing the artwork. So I was like, all right, I've got tons of sketchbooks, a few little produced books that I put out. So well, some of these drawings are as far back from like 95, 96, 97. Definitely a very different style than what I do in these videos. A lot of rough stuff. I used to not use a pencil first and then ink them. I used to just doodle with a ballpoint pen. Usually it was like at work or something like that. So you'll really get to see how rough they were, which there was something about that I kind of liked. Kind of more automatic drawing, because I used to be a big surrealist fan, and that was like a technique they liked a lot, especially with writing, just to start writing and not even have a plan. And that's kind of what I would do with drawing, just sometimes with marker, sometimes with Crayola, sometimes with whatever, tea. I would just like kind of smear some tea and then start drawing something from that. It's a fun way to do it, but I wasn't getting the like more polished look that I wanted. And I kind of now try to focus more on specific stuff, just because I feel like I can get better quality if I keep reproducing kind of somewhat similar things, you know, kind of improve my technique with those. So it's just a long-winded intro for me to say I'm gonna flip through some sketchbooks and talk about some of the art in them, and I hope you guys enjoy them. As always, go to lilybomb.com, pick up some shirts. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Check out the video. All right, guys, so this is it. C+, version 1, number 1. So some of these sketches are as far back as 97, which you'll probably tell by the quality of some of them. So here we go. This guy is supposed to be like a 3D face skull thing. You can see the big cavities for the skull eyes and nose. It's kind of hard to see the actual face of the dude, but you know, can't win them all. And here's some of these skull dudes that I've done for years. You know, just some little lightning bolts coming out of their mouth. Nothing too crazy. Here's somebody reading a magazine, one of my old paintings, or actually I think that's one of my old buddy's paintings. Old Corbusier couch. Here's my asthmatic skull. Have a tattoo of that guy. Some landscape stuff. Been doing those for as long as I can remember. 06, not too old. And we got a little modern house abstract with a little dude out there. And we got one of my other skull guys, kind of little Jack Skellington vibes on him. I used to be a mechanic, so he's a lot of car stuff. Shock, piston, steering wheel, spark plug, wheel. All right, and then we got another C+, and the whole story with the C+ was whenever I was in high school, my teacher would never give me higher than a C+, because she didn't like the stuff I would draw. I would draw kind of like dark stuff or skateboard type stuff, and she was into like cowboy art and things because I'm from Oklahoma. So she would never give me anything over a C+, which sucked, and I was very bitter about it. As you can see, this carried on for many years beyond that. And whenever I started doing graffiti, that became one of my tags, was C+. And I got one of my little striped guys. I've been doing those for years too. Love the stripes. Another dude here looking like he's constipated or pregnant or something. Even been doing my little grass zigzags like that for a long, long time. Here we got a cool smooth operator here. Little Bahama hat or whatever you call it, cabana hat. And you got the lazy boy with the chainsaw. Story with the chainsaw, I was doing these a lot because I built this motorcycle, and me and my friends were riding to California, and we stopped at this gas station, and this old timer came up and he was like, that thing looks like a goddamn chainsaw, because the motorcycle had this huge chain and it was a really long chain. And then my friends got a kick out of that, so the whole ride, pretty much from then on, they would call my motorcycle the chainsaw. So then I started drawing a lot of chainsaws and stuff. And the lazy boy is just because I feel like if I'm not doing something, I'm being lazy. So I'm always trying to figure out something to do, or like when I'm just sitting around, I'm drawing. Another chainsaw, kind of like that one. This is with colored pencil and ballpoint pen. And we got this poor fella who looks like he's burn victim or something like that. CK is dead. So I did these a lot, just up to recently, because whenever I would do paintings, I would paint fairly quickly, and I would have so many paintings I would just give them away to people because no one's buying them, and they were like, oh my gosh, once you die this is going to be worth so much money. I was like, well, that's messed up. Why would you say that, you know? So I just started saying, hey, I'm dead now, let's get paid now. Why wait till I'm dead? Here's another C+. This, I used to hate doing laundry whenever I lived in apartments where the laundry was down in the basement. I hated that, going down there and wasting a couple hours a day just sitting in the basement, or coming back to your apartment hoping someone doesn't take your shit out and set it on top of the dryer and you come back to this moldy blob. So I would sit down there with them and draw like a psycho about how I hated to wash my clothes. And here's just playing with like Crayola, like crayons, and just real quick sketches with like a marker. And then I always kind of like this one. This is a modern house, like on a steep hill, all glass. Thought that'd be cool. And I used to have this old 67 Toyota Corona. It's like a little small car, but I really loved their styling. So that's a colored pencil drawing. Another C+ that I was gonna turn into a tattoo, but that never happened. I only did the outline and never went any further. Another C+. The Depresso X over the eyes guy. Some weird abstract ones. These are just rando, colorful abstract ones. And then I used to do these guys whenever my markers were running out of ink because they were getting dry, but they'd kind of give a cool texture when you do these patterns. So that's just something. And then like throwing my money in the toilet, I guess is what that one is. I always liked that drawing of that toilet, but I don't know if that's weird to say that you like a drawing of a toilet. A motorcycle riding off into the sunset, kind of going back to the chainsaw. And here's focus. So whenever you used to break your board over both the wheels, they'd call that focusing your board. But also, a buddy of mine from Oklahoma, his graffiti name was Focus. So this is kind of a little double nod there, double meaning. And here's 77. That's the year I was born. And also, C+. If you get a C+ as your grade, it could be that, 77%. So double meaning again. Hey-ho. Then here's another one. This was my graffiti name Timpa, but also I kind of made it into a C+. So it's kind of like both the graffiti names I used in one. Another lazy boy, and then a big cleaver. So a lot of cutting utensils getting created in this book. Then this one, I can't remember the artwork, but it's like the heart that has like the flame coming out of it, and sometimes it'll have like thorns around it and sun rays. I can't think of what that's called, but I just kind of wanted to treat that with a gas tank from like a chopper. My buddy had a motorcycle he built, and he made this coffin gas tank that was really cool, so just thought I'd play with it like that. And that's it. That's the book. Some oldies but some goodies. All right, that was sketchbook number 1. Thanks for checking that one out, you guys. And I've got a couple more little books I'm doing, so I'll probably do a video on those, maybe. Thanks for stopping by. Go to lilybomb.com. Get a shirt. I also have some artwork up there. I'll be keeping stuff coming, hopefully sooner than later. I'm trying to get a camera set up more convenient for me to do the art videos. I'm just trying to polish them up to make them more fun to watch. So that's that. Thanks, y'all.